Actually, it doesn't matter. Everyone has to
Did you guys really talk to him?
Nah, I just lifted it back up. It's just what happened right now. That's fine. Just hurts a little. It's fine.
I don't know if he was in there. I'm not allergic to needles, but
Yeah, there's a door.
if anything that punctures my skin, I instantly top 10
Just don't get my parents.
It's like my number one fear.
Oh man.
Anything that punctures my
My
skin.
mom makes sense, and I was correct about my feelings.
You were never. So you had a theory that I hated needles.
Now that my mom and brother are going to stay by the egg, so my brother can crawl under the snow. That's a lot of people. But I can't break the third wall. I need a canter first. I wish I had a. Can't break any of those walls.
Where's the third here?
Where are you going?
Oh, I wish I had a pizza. I sit down and search for you.
Why don't you have it?
Okay, just don't press on. Don't press on. I think so.
You just turn into have a prayer book. I need a prayer book so I know where's our songs. Yeah, that's me. Where's it?
Shabbat Shalom.
Yeah, and I'm better than everybody.
Please join us.
I've literally done this solo.
how good it is. You guys can sit down, it's okay. How good it is to be able to celebrate Shabbat with all of you in this wonderful, joyous way as we welcome in the next 24 hours. As we come together as a community to think about how we see the world and how we long for it to be, and to live within that ideal paradise for just a short little while. And we've come together tonight to also sing Hatikva and to join with many, many other Reformed synagogues all over the country doing that as well. A couple of people in the last week have reached out to me and asked, how do we do this? How do we celebrate Israel while we're also wrestling with what's happening with court reforms, or what's happening with all the protests, and what's happening with violence, and with what's happening with Israel in general from a Reformed Jewish point of view? And to me, the answer is that we are standing in solidarity with progressive Jews and Reformed Jews all over the world. That what we're doing tonight is an act of giving strength to the Israeli movement of progressive Judaism, to the Israeli Religious Action Center, to all those people in Israel right now who are fighting on our behalf for the Israel we long for and dream for and believe ought to be there. So when we sing Hatikva tonight, we are not just sharing our love of the state of Israel, but we're sharing the dream and the hope of what that state could look like. And we're sending as much strength and support to those who stand with us in Israel. And it's an act of love and patriotism that we come together to sing tonight. But until then, we have Shabbat joy to bring into our hearts. So take a moment now to reflect upon the week that has passed and let it go, so that we can come into Shabbat together.
Shabbat Shalom. Welcome to Anshe Emeth. I'm Dave Snyder, and I'm the second vice president here. It is my honor to ask our past president, Reggie Roth, to come up for the lighting of the Shabbat candles. The prayers for the lighting of the Shabbat candles can be found on pages 2 and 3 of your prayer book. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we in our own day be among those who kindle light. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to kindle the light of Shabbat.
We continue with Lachadodi on pages 20 and 21. Neither body or spirit. Shabbat Shalom. We continue with Chatzi Kaddish on page 26. Amen. Bechayechon v'yomechon u'chayteko beit Yisrael b'gala u'vizman kariv Amen. Yehi shmei Rabba mevorach ve'olam olam ve'almaya yitbarach
וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתאבד ויתהלל שמי דקודשה
Brichu
לעילה כל ברכתה ושירתה
Tushbechata v'nechemata damiran v'yama. Amen. We rise in either body or spirit for the Baruch Hu on page 28. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bevaro ma'ariv aravim, v'chokhmah poteach sha'arim, uvitfuna mishaneh itim, umachalif et hazmanim, umesader et hakochavim b'mishmeroteim barakia kirtzono, borei yom v'layla, golal or mipnei choshech v'choshech mipnei or, umavir yom umevi layla, Mavdil ben yom uvein laila, Adonai tzvaot shemo. El chai v'kayam tamid imloch alenu leolam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai hamariv aravim. Ahavat olam, Beit Yisrael. Laila. Please be seated.
We read together from the top of page 39. Standing on the parted shores of history, we still believe what we were taught before we ever stood at Sinai's foot, that wherever we go, it is eternally Egypt, that there is a better place, a promised land, that the winding way to that promise passes through the wilderness, that there is no way to get from here to there except by joining hands, marching together. We read together from the top of page 43. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Adonai, help us to walk with good companions, to live with hope in our hearts and eternity in our thoughts, that we may lie down in peace and rise up, waiting to do your will. Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom aleinu, ve'al kol amo Yisrael, ve'al Yerushalayim.
Israel,
We continue now with silent prayer through page 63, adding the words and meditations of our hearts. When you have concluded, you may be seated.
Shabbat Shalom once again. Just a few announcements before we conclude our service, because there's a lot happening this weekend and next week, but also a lot happening at the end of this service. For our closing song, we're going to be singing Hatikva all together. And what we'll do is, after we sing Oseh Shalom after Mourner's Kaddish, after Kaddish Tom, I'm going to give a little bit of an explanation of what we're doing. What that's called is rabbinic stalling, and I'm going to be doing that as we remove some of the chairs from the bima so that as many people as possible can fit up here. I'm going to invite all of you up onto the bima
And onto the stairs.
to fill in the bima without setting yourself on fire, but to fill in the bima and then fill in some of the stairs without blocking the kids, and then kind of the open area in front of the stairs. We want to get as many people as we can in here because we're going to be recording Hatikva in 2 different ways, which I will get to in a few moments. I think we've got enough people to have a minyan for singing Hatikva tonight. I know we have a few ringers because beyond the junior choir, which has been practicing this and did a lovely job tonight, but I see that we have a ringer in our awesome Friday night band, and it's wonderful to have Cantor Ott with us. But we also have Rabbi Bennett Miller with us as well. And then we also have Rabbis Debbie Pine and Andy Bush with us as well. You're trying to sneak into your chair, Andy. It can't happen. So I know that we're all covered with singing Hatikva, and I'm pretty sure we all know it. So more on that in a little bit. This weekend, beyond all of our normal Shabbat activities tomorrow, we also have a rabbinic forum. And then on Sunday, we have, Saturday night, we have our Purim Spiel at 7 o'clock, I believe. That'll be down in the amphitheater. Sunday morning at 10 o'clock, we have our family Megillah reading and costume parade. And then following that, we have our Purim Carnival. And then Monday night at 7 p.m., we have our adult Megillah reading. And I think that's it for Purim. I think that's it. If you didn't remember any of that, check your email from earlier in the week, and it has all the times and locations. The adult Megillah reading is going to be hybrid. The family Megillah reading is going to be streamed for those of you who are joining us at home. Again, thank you so much to our junior choir, our awesome Friday night band. After we're done singing Hatikva, and I'll talk about that in a moment, you're welcome to come and join us in Reitman Hall for Kiddush, Motzi, and a wonderful Shabbat dinner. I heard from Dr. Joe and Team B'Teavon, there's more than enough food, so if you didn't RSVP for dinner, they've put out extra tables and extra chairs. There's always a space for one more, so come and join us for a phenomenal dinner tonight. I believe it's Salisbury steak and asparagus and some pot pie I heard, and for the kids, we've got hot dogs wrapped in challah and some other things like that. My son is like jumping up and down his seat. So that's all after you sing Hatikva. You guys sing Hatikva in order to get the dinner. Again, Shabbat Shalom. So as we join together on this Shabbat Eve to celebrate creation and the joy of life and living, we also turn our thoughts to those in our community for whom life has become precarious because of health or hospitalization. O God of healing, in our hearts we name those who are facing illness and pain. We join our prayers together with the prayers of those who love them. Give them renewed comfort and courage, and strengthen them the healing powers you place within us all. Guide the hands and hearts of those who are entrusted with their care, and may the knowledge of your love and ours give added hope to them and their families. May they find even greater strength because our prayers are linked to theirs. Mishaberach avotenu v'imotenu hu yavarech et hacholim, refuat hanefesh u'refuat haguf, hashta'a b'ga'ala v'zman kariv v'nomar amen. May the one who blessed our ancestors bless those in need of healing, and may God swiftly send them a complete renewal of body and spirit, as together we say, amen.
Bless the ones before.
We continue now on page 282 as we rise neither body or spirit for Aleinu.
Aleinu leshabeach laton bako, laten gedula liotzer breishit, shelo asanu kegoye haratzot, velo samanu kemishpachot adama, shelo sam chelkenu kahem, vegor aleinu kechol hamonam, va'anachnu korim, umishtachavim u'odim, lifnei melech, malchei hamlachim, hakadosh baruch hu.
Page 287. May we gain wisdom in our lives, overflowing like a river with understanding. Loved, each of us, for the peace we bring to others. May our deeds exceed our speech, and may we never lift up our hand but to conquer fear and doubt and despair. Rise up like the sun, O God, over all humanity. Cause light to go forth over all the lands between the seas, and light up the universe with the joy of wholeness, of freedom, and of peace. It is hard to sing of oneness when the world is not complete, when those who once brought wholeness to our life have gone and naught but memory can fill the emptiness their passing leaves behind. But memory can tell us only what we were in company with those we loved. It cannot help us find what each of us alone must now become. Yet no one is really alone. Those who live no more echo still within our thoughts and words, and what they did is a part of what we have become. We do best homage to our dead when we live our lives more fully, even in the shadow of our loss. For each of our lives is worth the life of the whole world, and each one is the breath of the ultimate one. In affirming the one, we affirm the worth of each one, whose life now ended brought us closer to the source of life, in whose unity no one is alone, and every life finds purpose. With hearts that ache and are saddened, we name those whom death has recently taken from us, those whose families are observing the Shloshim. We remember Deborah Newman Friedman Lotz, mother of Jamie and Orly, Randy and Dan, grandmother of Sheer and Geffen, Britt and Chauvel and Tonu, Rebecca and Ashley, and great-grandmother of Ariel and Peleg. And we remember Kathy Olstein, mother of Matthew and Katie, Ephraim and Eve, and Hannah and Kyle, and grandmother of June and Allison. And we remember Mike Midler, husband of Marcia, grandfather of Jonathan and Denise, Sharon and Aaron and Jill of blessed memory, grandmother of Sam and Max, and Rebecca, Grant, and Katie. And we remember Malcolm Bush, husband of Barbara, father of Matthew and Julie, Karen and David, Andrew and Debbie, grandfather of Johanna and Jacob, Eden and Ben, Melissa and Ethan, and brother of Ronnie and Bobby, and Bert and Linda, and brother-in-law of Linda. And we remember Larry Golden, husband of Joan, father of Beth and Stanley, Lisa and Neil, and David, grandfather of Miles and Raleigh, and brother of Ruth. And we remember Alice Rich, mother of Todd and Alana, Gerald and Louis, grandmother of Sammy and Logan, Isley and Lyle, and Farron. And we remember Jill Midler, daughter of Marcia and Mike of blessed memory. And we remember Mildred Peskin, mother of Stephen and Suzanne, Julie and Danny, and Stuart and Diva, grandmother of Ben and Emily, Shelley and Sydney, Charlie and Michael and Danit, and Jonathan, and great-grandmother of Yitzi, Eliza, Asher, and Meir. And on this Shabbat Eve, we also recall those dear ones who died at this season in years past, and whose names we record with love in our service booklet this evening. Their names are forever bound to our hearts and are permanently inscribed throughout our building. And if you're joining us tonight online to say Kaddish for a loved one, I invite you to say their names aloud at home or type their names into any of our chat features. That way we can lift up the names of your loved ones together with you. And if you've come here in person to say Kaddish for a loved one, I invite you to say their names as I look around the sanctuary. Zikronam livracha. May all their names and precious memories only be for a blessing. I invite now all the mourners, if able, to rise for Kadisha Tom Mourners Kaddish on page 294. It Kadal, Vi Kadash, Shemei Rabbah, V'alma Divrach Rute, V'amlik Mahute, B'chai Chon V'yomechon V'chai Dekol Beit Yisrael Ba'gala V'zman Karif V'imru Amen Yehei Shmei Rabba Mevrach L'olam Olamei Almaya Yitbarach V'ishtabach V'itpa'ar V'tromam V'itnaseh V'itadar V'itale V'italal Shemei Dekudashah B'richu Leila Minko Birchata V'shirata Tush B'chata V'nechamata Damiran V'alma V'imru Amen. Yehei Shlama Rabba Min Shemaya V'chaim Aleinu V'al Kol Yisrael V'imru Amen. Oseh Shalom B'mromav Hu Yaseh Shalom Aleinu V'al Kol Yisrael V'imru Amen. May the source of peace bestow peace to all who mourn, and may we be a source of comfort for all who are bereaved, as we say, Amen. So, to transition into singing Hatikva, I'm going to ask the junior choir, everybody else stay in your places. I'm going to ask the junior choir to stand up so that these nice folks can help remove your chairs so we can all pack in like sardines. You're going to stay where you are, though. Stay where you are. In a moment, Matt Vogel, our educator, is going to bring up a banner that you kids in the front row are going to hold that says Anshe Emeth Memorial Temple. Now, just a little thing for everybody who's here. My laptop's plugged into our sound system. Once we all come up here, I'm going to press go and you're going to hear a guy talking to you. It's going to be very weird for the people at home because I've got the settings set so that we'll hear him in the sanctuary and can sing along to the tape, and no one at home will hear any of that background or music, or it'll be very faint. That way they can just take our voices and add it to the audio however they want. So we're going to be recording in two ways. One is through the live stream. The other is through our iPhone in the back of the sanctuary. That way we've got two recording devices and hopefully a 50% less chance of failure on this. Rabbi Bush is laughing right now because he's thinking, I'm glad I'm not doing this. He's going to ask us to do some silly things, for the kids, silly things, for us, silly things as well. He's going to ask us to clap along. That way we're able to set it in time with every other recording that's happening. So he's going to ask us to clap 1, 2, 3. Only clap on those beats. Okay? We're then going to sing something or shout something like, Happy Birthday Israel, and then he's going to have us do it, and then we're going to do it another time, and then we're going to sing Hatikva twice. The first time we sing Hatikva, it will be sung with their choir singing. The second time we sing Hatikva, it's going to be just with the music in the background, and we're going to be singing along. Everybody has Hatikva in your packets. So if you don't know the words, you've got the words with you. Yes, you can put this right here. Thank you. Matt, am I leaving anything out, or I think we've got... Okay, so the important thing is he's going to give you all the directions. Do not leave the bima and do not walk away until he says thank you, you're done, and we're done recording. So, now that we've done this, I'm going to invite everybody up to the bima. Fill in the space. Don't worry, the pandemic is over. We've got our choir mic set up to record everybody. Come on up. Go up the ramp this way so we don't need to walk in front of the candles. So go up the ramp. No. There's still a lot of space. If you use the ramp on the side, it'll be a lot easier for you to get up here. If you like, use the steps and go on up into the balcony. We can have people in the balcony as well. So teens, if you want, go into the balcony and sing up there. Adults, if you want to go up into the balcony, there's more space up there. You got... Okay. space. There's still more space. Come on in. If you need, sit on the stairs.
I'm going to interrupt for 1 second. Okay, if I could have everybody's attention just for 1 second. There are a lot of wires that are on the front for the microphones. Please, please, please be aware of them, and please don't trip on them. All right? I want everybody healthy and happy as we do this. These mics are very, very sensitive. They are omnidirectional mics. They pick up no matter what side you're on. I want to move them over a little bit to get the broadest kind of sound that we can. All right? But they will pick you up even from the sides. All right?
Okay, so a couple of things. Okay. The cantor's going to be conducting us. That way we're keeping up with the choir that's singing online the first time, and then also that we stay with the music flow. His mic's going to be turned off, but he's going to be singing loudly so that we can all grab onto something to sing along with. Okay?
Unblock the sign and put the mic outside of the
I can't see what you're referring to, so you're going to have to make your best judgment call. There we go. Okay, so how chutzpahdik are we? This is great. While he's arranging the microphones, I'm going to make a shameless plug. There's a great podcast from Malcolm Gladwell called Revisionist History. There's an episode you should look up, Chutzpah versus Chutzpah, and it goes into the Israeli definition of Chutzpah versus how the Yiddish use Chutzpah. It's a great, okay, I think we've stalled long enough. Matt, are you ready? Okay. All right, can I start the audio?
Before you start the audio, let's just get a little warm up here. That's what I was worried about.
Okay.
All right, because you are such a large group and there's a lot of echo in here, you really do have to follow my taktus, the conducting. Well, it's slower than you think. You'll hear the track and it'll play it, and you'll hear just how slow it is because they want to get everybody in. So please watch. I'm not just trying to fly, I'm trying to conduct. Okay. All right. All right.
Okay,
So
we ready?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to play it. Last chance. We got people in the balcony too. This is going to be...
My name is David. Thanks for helping us send.
Nope. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, it's charging. There we go.
Hi, everybody. My name is David. Thanks for helping us send this important message to Israel and the world. Step 1, please confirm now that you are recording and that your device is on a tripod.
Matt, we're recording?
Very steady. If you're using a phone or a tablet, make sure it's horizontal and not vertical. In other words, a wide picture, not a tall one.
This must be so odd for everybody at home.
Until the very end when I tell you it's okay to stop. Step 2, time to clap. I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, 4, clap, clap, clap. Then everyone do it with me. A little fun beat. And let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, step 3. On the count of 3, we're all going to say happy birthday to Israel with me. Just like this. Happy birthday, Israel! You can clap or cheer afterwards for a couple of seconds, but definitely say it like you mean it, with your whole group as one big voice. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday, Israel! Wait for the cantor to give us the starting.
We're going to take all the counted part out later. Have fun, smile, and sing it with your voice and your heart. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
Oh, the cantor's stopping us. Okay, hold on 1 second. Nobody go anywhere.
Did you hear how fast how slow you ran and then
It was off.
I want to make sure that we're following that track. So that's the track that's going to join every congregation together when they connect from one congregation to another. So I want to make sure we're in that group.
Hi everybody, my name is David.
Better?
Thanks for helping us send this important message to Israel and the world. Step 1.
We're going to have to clap along again.
Our recording and at your device.
We're going to do it. We're going to have to do the whole thing over again. Yep.
If you're using a phone or a tablet, make sure it's horizontal and not vertical.
So unless it's terrible, let's just keep going.
Not at all. Don't stop the recording until the very end when I tell you it's okay to stop. Step 2, time to clap. I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, 4, clap, clap, clap.
Only 3 claps.
A little fun beat. And let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, step 3. On the count of 3, we're all going to say happy birthday to Israel with me, just like this. Happy birthday, Israel! You can clap or cheer afterwards for a couple of seconds, but definitely say it like you mean it, with your whole group as one big voice. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday, Israel!
I just want to sing.
Great! Now one more time, but without me, just you. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday, Israel!
Excellent. Step 4. It's time to sing. Just sing along with the choir on this recording. I'll count down to the start, except for the number 1, which you just have to imagine in your head. And don't worry, we're going to take all the counting part out later. Have fun, smile, and sing it with your voice and your heart. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Yerushalayim.
sing it one more time without the choir, it'll just be you and the instruments on the recording. Don't move when it's over until I tell you. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, don't move yet. And now everybody wave goodbye to the camera with big smiles.
Bye. Bye-bye, Israel.
Great job. That's all we need for our video. You
Live
can
stream, don't stop. Live stream, keep going.
Using the upload link we sent. We'll take parts of your video and other congregations and add it all together. Completely optional, but if you'd like to make
We'd have to go back to the beginning to do it again.
your group singing, pause the guide track. That's me. And
We'll cut that part.
Yeah, they're gonna cut it up to make sure it works. I don't know if I can get it to. Cantor, I think we got it as good as we're gonna get it. Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Thank you. Live control. Shabbat Shalom. Thank you.
All right.
We're good.
Can we get off now?